Okay, let's go live then. Good afternoon and welcome to our virtual open event. This session is for all your questions in regards to admissions. So we've got Naomi and Jane. They're here on hand to answer any questions you may have. Just to get the ball rolling, we've got a couple of potential questions. Is it too late to apply for this coming September? Naomi, if you'd like to take us through that one.
No, it's not too late to apply for September. We're welcoming applications. There is no closing date. So the earlier you can get your application in, the easier it will be for yourself, obviously. You can apply on the website on www.hlcollege.ac.uk. And then it will say apply online. So just complete and submit an application form. Alternatively, if you want to phone, you can just phone up and we'll pop you an application form in the post. But no, still keep all your applications coming in and we'll look forward to receiving them.
Okay, brilliant. Jane, if I could bring in for this next one.
Yes, hello.
So the usual process would be for applicants to have an interview before they sort of
join us.
Join us on the course. Yeah.
Yes.
How is that being handled with the current situation?
Okay, we're adopting a very similar process to normal. Once we've received your application form, that is passed directly to the tutor, and the tutor will make contact to carry out a telephone interview. As soon as we get the paperwork back from the tutor, we then proceed with an offer for September. So basically the same principle is just happening on telephone rather than in person.
Okay, brilliant. If I just swap back to Naomi, got a couple of questions coming through now. Someone's asked, is it too early to apply for courses starting in 2021?
Yes, it would be, because there will be confusion as to what the courses are. So if they can wait until October time, then we'll be happy to receive them for the following September, but best to hold off quite yet.
Yeah, and then obviously if they want to, they can start it this year if they know exactly what they want to study.
Yeah.
Okay. Got another question come through. Jane, if you wouldn't mind taking this one.
Yes.
So someone's asked, can I talk through my application with someone if I'm struggling to fill it in online?
Yes, absolutely. Just give us a call on our admissions line. The number it's a free phone number and it's 0800 032 1986. And the admissions office is staffed 5 days a week, currently 9 till 4. So someone will be happy to go through it with you, no problem at all.
Okay, thank you. Just going back to the earlier question about interviews, someone's asked when will the interviews start? Presumably it's as soon as the application comes in, a tutor will be in touch.
Yes, that's right. We've been, since lockdown, we've been carrying out interviews, so that's been going on over the last 5 or 6 weeks anyway. So as soon as we can get the paperwork in and to the tutor, they'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you. So we've got another question come through. Someone's asked, can I still apply before I know my grades?
Yes, you can. We welcome applications. What we suggest in the section of the application form, obviously some students may not have completed full exams this year, so just put your predicted grades as close as you can remember if you don't have any information. But if you don't have any information, then we'd be applying to the school anyway to get an idea of predicted grades, and we're currently working off that.
Okay, thank you. Jamie, we've got someone's asked what will happen in lockdown what will happen if lockdown is still in effect in September? Will the courses still go ahead?
Okay. Yes. At the moment, we're working towards a September enrolment, which is the normal timetable for enrolment. Obviously, if things change, we'll be following government advice, and if any changes need to be made to that, then we will obviously be in touch to advise near the time. But at the moment, we're all aiming for a September start.
Yep. Business as usual if we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any other questions that you find would-be students tend to ask of admissions?
Yes, I mean, we do take queries over the telephone regarding applications, and a common one is if an applicant hasn't been sent their national insurance number, for example, because those obviously only come when she turns 16. Sometimes the form won't allow you to proceed. So the general advice there is just put something in the box, 3 X's or something, and then it'll let you move on. So that's quite a common one. If there are any learning difficulties or any concerns you have regarding learning support, again, you can mark that on your form and we will take advice from our learning support team and advise you accordingly. I can't think of any others. Naomi, can you?
Okay, thank you very much. That's fine. So just we can see if any other questions come through. Doesn't look like we've got any of us at the moment.
Okay, there are more questions we do commonly get asked.
Okay.
A lot of younger students may ask, can I study more than one course at a time? The answer to that would unfortunately be no, because courses are full-time, so obviously you can't study 2 full-time courses at the same time, normally because of timetable clashes. However, a lot of students then ask us, they may not be fully decided on the course that they want to do. Could I have an interview for more than one course choice to help me make up my mind? And the answer to that is yes. You have a list of up to 3 course choices that you want to study on your application form. So in order of priority, if you're more leaning towards one course choice, then put it as your first, second and third following. But if you do want an interview for all 3 choices, then that can be arranged, because a lot of students may not have fully made up their mind.
Okay, brilliant. No, that's a great point to point out. Okay. Just give a few seconds just to see if there's any further questions coming through. I think that's probably all the ones we're going to get for now. If you're watching this back on the recording and are thinking, oh, well, they haven't asked the question I was wanting to know, as mentioned, you can contact the admissions team directly and speak to them by calling 0800 032 1986. They're also available on email. And if you've got any queries at all, just feel free to get in contact with us any way you can. Oh, I just had one last question pop through. Can you change courses if you don't like it as much as you thought? Jane, can I bring you in on that one?
Yes. Most courses will be made, when we make an offer, will be conditional. And one of the conditions is usually a 6-week trial period. And that allows both the tutor and the student to experience a few weeks of timetabling to know whether they're happy with that course. The sooner the decision's made, the better, because obviously when the weeks go by and too much teaching has taken place, it can be sometimes difficult to change. But as long as we know early on, we'll always try and match your request and see if we can organise a move.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Okay, so as I say, if you've got any further queries, you can contact us through the contact form on the website, contact us by phone, or even contact us on social media channels. and we'll happily answer any queries that you have. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll end the session there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.